Welcome everyone. Today, in this explainer, we're tackling a topic that is literally ticking away, navigating your options after unprotected sex. Having the right info at the exact right time, that is an absolute game changer. So, we're going to break down your medical timelines and solutions step by step.
Look, it's a situation so many of us find ourselves in at some point, right? That sudden, sinking, oh no moment when a condom breaks. Or maybe it was just a spur-of-the-moment decision, and suddenly you're frozen, asking yourself, okay, what now? First off, it is entirely normal to stress out. But panic doesn't solve the problem. Informed action does. So, take a deep breath with me. We are going to look at clear clinical solutions to help you navigate this safely, effectively, and absolutely judgment-free.
Okay, let's dive into our roadmap for today. We'll start with the dilemma, then look closely at the critical 72-hour window and what your options beyond 3 days actually are. After that, we'll cover the risks of abortion pills, the dangers of frequent use, and finally wrap it all up with safe sex and prevention. Section 1. The unprotected sex dilemma. Whether a condom tore or it was an unplanned decision, we're setting a calm baseline here. Moving right into Section 2. The 72-hour window. This is all about why acting fast is, without a doubt, your absolute best option.
Because when it comes to emergency contraception, the clock starts ticking the very second it happens. And this brilliantly illustrates your timeline. At 24 hours, you've got maximum effectiveness. Hitting the 72-hour mark is your standard window for most emergency pills. Pushing it to 5 days, well, there's an extended pill available. And if you reach the 1-month mark, you're looking at an MTP kit, which strictly requires a doctor's oversight. Keep this timeline in your head as we break down each of these phases.
Now, I want us to focus intensely on that number, 24. The 24-hour mark is literally your golden window. You see, sperm can actually survive inside the body for up to 5 days. Crazy, right? So taking an over-the-counter emergency pill within the very first 24 hours basically slams the door shut on ovulation before those sperm can actually do anything. It's incredibly effective, and you can easily grab it at your local chemist.
But listen up, because here is a highly dangerous misconception we need to bust right now. The 72-hour myth. So many people think, hey, it's a 72-hour pill, I've got 3 whole days, I'll just take it on day 3. No way. Absolutely not. The sooner you take the pill, the higher the success rate. If you wait and take it at the absolute last minute of day 3, you're drastically increasing the chance of it failing simply because the medication didn't have enough time to act. Bottom line, do not delay.
All right, Section 3. Options beyond 3 days and the closing window of opportunity. So what if you've missed that initial 3-day window? First of all, don't completely panic. There are 5-day emergency contraceptive pills available on the market as an extended option. But, and this is a huge but, time remains your absolute biggest enemy here. Every single passing day, and honestly every passing hour, chips away at the overall effectiveness of these methods. The window is closing fast.
Which brings us to Section 4, the risks of 1-month abortion kits. We're shifting gears now from simple emergency contraception to medical termination.
If you reach that 1-month mark, there is a massive medical boundary you really need to understand. Look at the difference here. Morning after pills, they're over-the-counter, safe for occasional emergencies, and it's just a single pill. But 1-month abortion kits, commonly known as MTP kits, are a totally different beast. This is a complex 5-pill set that carries heavy bleeding risks and strictly requires a gynecologist. You should never, ever treat an MTP kit like it's just a glorified morning after pill.
If you do find yourself at the 1-month mark, the medical protocol is mandatory. Step 1. You must consult a gynecologist. Step 2. Obtain a valid prescription. And Step 3. Use the kit strictly under medical supervision. Guys, these cannot and should never be bought casually from a chemist on a whim. The risks are just too immense.
And why is a doctor absolutely necessary? Well, because unsupervised MTP kits carry some truly terrifying risks. We are talking about extremely heavy bleeding that is incredibly tough to control. We're talking about incomplete abortions, where tissue is literally left inside the body, which requires surgical intervention to fix. Not to mention a high risk of other life-threatening complications. Attempting a DIY method here without a medical pro, it's like playing Russian roulette with your health.
Moving on to Section 5, the dangers of frequent use, because these pills are not your everyday birth control.
Now, what's really interesting and honestly kind of scary is how easy it is to ignore the side effects in the heat of the moment. But routinely popping an emergency pill instead of using proper protection, that comes with devastating consequences. These pills are designed for accidents, not as a lifestyle choice. Misusing them can cause severe heart problems down the line, lead to long-term infertility issues, and pose a real danger to your and your partner's future health. It's just not worth the risk.
Finally, let's wrap up with Section 6, Safe Sex and Prevention, so you can protect your health moving forward.
Here is the undeniable fact. While an emergency pill might stop a pregnancy, it does absolutely zero to protect you from sexually transmitted diseases. Only condoms do that. Relying solely on emergency pills leaves you completely exposed to severe infections like HPV, syphilis, and a whole host of other really dangerous conditions. The pill is just a backup for one specific problem, not a shield for the rest.
So, the crucial point is this. Our medical sources agree on one definitive bottom line. Emergency pills are for emergencies, not a substitute for condoms or regular birth control. Treating them like a daily or weekly solution is an abuse of the medication, and it's a massive, unnecessary risk to your physical health.
I want to leave you with this final, provocative thought. Are you protecting your long-term health, or just applying a Band-Aid to today's mistake? Prioritizing consistent, safe sex with proper barrier methods is the only true way to protect your future fertility and your overall well-being. You've got the knowledge now. Use it to take control of your health and make safer choices. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and take care of yourselves out there.